We give you a very good morning to you. This is Luntha Television, and today you are with me, Robert Edward, inside the morning magazine program, Press Review, a program where we take you through some of the stories making headlines in our two dailies, the Daily Times and the Nation newspaper. I'm not alone, I'm with my colleague,
Emmanuel Georgia.
How was the weekend, Emmanuel?
Weekend
we as Chelsea fans, I think we are good. We are good. Liverpool now degenerates into loser. I think we are the only ones who have started pretty well. We are cruising nicely as Chelsea. I think we are cruising nicely. We are cruising nicely.
So I'm Manyunda.
But still they're on position 10 anyway. Some pressure. Brentford but we will claim our position. I don't think you could look at where's that on you. I think Arsenal can still do that. Can still agakazota kutsogora.
Yes.
Abezakazota denga njovu aika those guys. Yeah, but it was a very busy weekend. There were a lot of things happening during the weekend, and I think
I'm sure and weekend yes. Sana so entertainment where would Zulu ndende naona kuti kulilongwenso
kunali political rally. Yeah, and that's the story here that we are having. Malawians, honest Malawians know I have delivered Chakwera. President Chakwera boasted yesterday that honest Malawians recognize his achievements and will grant him another 5 years term to lead the country in 2025. Chakwera was speaking in area 24 Lilongwe during the first political rally he addressed since he was elected and opposed at the Malawi Congress Party MCP convention to lead the party in the polls. He charged that while some critics are attempting to discredit his performance, genuine Malawians understands that he has delivered. That's it. That's what is happening. Yes, I was there. He even attempted to speak something about what people are, what he says people are trying to connect him to Chilima's death or something like that. Of course, that started with Chimwendo as well. And I think that's what is on the national newspaper. You can just take it.
Yeah, it says Chakwera Chimwendo speaks on SKC's death. President Lazarus Chakwera has for the first time publicly reacted to conspiracy theories about the military plane crash that killed the Vice President, Saulos Chilima, and 8 others in June this year, speaking yesterday at Ngwenya Ground in Lilongwe, where Malawi Congress Party MCP held its first mega rally after its elective convention in August. The president says there are people using Chilima's death as a campaign tool and to bring confusion.
Before the president spoke, Chimwendo spoke as the Secretary General.
Yes.
And this is in the public domain. People can go and check. He even said, you know that you, the president, you have no hand in the death of Chilima. I mean, that statement is big to me because, it means that what people say, these people really hear. What people write on the social media,
yes.
These people really hear and they really know that it has got an impact. So do not despise these conspiracy theories.
Yes.
They really have an impact on people, on how people look at the person and so on and so forth. And so, yeah, I was there. There were a lot of people.
Okay.
I think Panama stage 4.
Oh.
Stage ina yama blacks in ina escape and that's in Zao. Ina bamene bana president. Ina bamene ndaona mainly as the women leadership of the party. And ina kumene kunakhala some members of parliament. I saw the former chairperson of public appointments committee. He was there, and I also saw the leader of the Malawi Congress Party, the leader of backbenchers in parliament. Ajirabondo was on another stage. Okay, so I'm stage 4, and the engineering of the sound and the system and everything was great. And for people in area 24, and because after the rally, kunali
Anavina,
blacks,
sure.
My blacks and the before Skefa there's this Malaga Marino.
Okay.
And then there came Skefa, and then there is another guy named Timba and Mbara. That guy was also the one who finished the show. So it was a great Sunday, especially for the people in area 24 and surrounding areas. However, for the sake of the program, I think my political defection, big catch for the yes. I have a nation. But in the daily times, so this is the it's the very same story. During the rally, Chakwera welcomed several officials into MCP, including Democratic Progressive Party, DPP former Secretary General Griselda Jeffrey, former presidential advisor Heather Gintaba, Sheikh Imran Ntenje, and DPP former deputy director of legal affairs Oscar Tauro.
Zule in Mapuma. I watched I was surprised. Computer.
Anyways, it's a big catch indeed. It's a big catch. These were big people. People of influence in the opposition DBB, and Kugaloa MCP. And that's a lot.
Yes,
that's a lot, and it's big. I don't think someone will be standing and say, no, that's not big and what. Of course, if you ask me personally, these people, in terms of Uncheri on commanding the crowds, Panova, Antaba, no, not really. They have to be activated. They can really work. They can really be of that command if they are now in the system. Kobano, they were deactivated. And so but in terms of gains, MCP has really gained. And in terms of losses, DPP has really lost. Yes. That's what politicians do.
Politicians do, yes.
The Secretary General for the party, Richard Banda, said earlier in an interview before the rally began, and alliances. Okay? So he said, Chaga Jimodzi Mundari, the entire Italy. So this is what he was trying to say. PP afford or DPP is positioning itself to be in possible talks or alliance talks with other political parties. In fact, all the parties that were in the Tons alliance with the AMCP. And so, according to Jimwendo, he's saying that I think we don't have to be that excited because these people can change hearts anytime. You look at Ntenje was, come on, was a big person in DPP, especially in the Eastern region. If you look at Mangoji Mataka with the president of the DPP, Professor Thabita Mutharika. And so, according to Achimwendo, I think we are going to see more drama, we are going to see more defections, we are going to see a lot of things. But what I believe is that that's politics.
Yeah.
If you ask a person who is in power now, Mboma, if you ask Achimwendo, Zimena Nkula, Jessica Bwira, Panopa, Akumala Nkula, as if this country, okay, sometimes you might not think about it. Is he even going, are these people not going to speak something obscene in as far as democracy is concerned. You know what can be obscene in democracy? For example, kunena zokuti I think antu tisaka vote somkomwe because awawa kuchita bwino basi. This is just to be boma la muyaya. You know, amalankhula zokuti amangokhala with few inches to make someone think that they can speak something obscene in the world of democracy. What does it mean? It means they are seeing they are very powerful. In fact, they are very capable, and they are doing what Malawians want. Okay, and Ninava Jessica Magamba Zoguti, they understand and they accept that Kulinjara. They accept that there are problems, and their philosophy is a leader is supposed to be seen during the times of crisis, during the times of problem, and that's what Chagwera is doing. That's their explanation. Kuli Chagwera is seeing Ali Mavuto, Komano, through in the midst of Mavuto, he's still delivering. Yeah, so that's the narrative they are selling, which to some extent is true. Dishonor to some extent is true. The government of the MCP government led by Dr. Lazarus Chakwera has really faced a lot of turmoil, some natural and international crises affecting, but yes, he's still delivering to some extent. Yeah. However, it is not a qualification for you to stand on a podium and start speaking as if you own minds of Malawians and your decision makers on behalf of Malawians. When it comes to casting a vote, that is. Okay? So you can make decisions now by the virtue of your office, which you were ushered 4 years ago, but you do not have the stamina to say, because of this, I mean, Malawians, you know, that's a no-go zone. That's a no-go zone. Yeah. Malawi, kunali DPP. And never DPP, mpaka panoba I don't understand. Mpaka panoba I give respect to Malawians.
That is where all political parties, I think they can learn something out of that.
You see, DPP used to call itself something. You remember that
system.
They called themselves system. And when they're talking, you'll be like, I think these guys are a system indeed, you know? But, you know, Malawians can make a decision and say, get out. And they will get out, and when they get out, they will not accept. They will stay there. And they don't accept the opposition. Things like that. So, it's a beauty of democracy. Yeah. In terms of some of the things that Chakwera is doing, honestly, he's really delivering. If you look at the roads, the infrastructure, okay, he's still doing. The only problem I have for this our president is this speaking nicely and doing worse. You understand? So that's the only yes. Yeah, Komano, in terms of muntu akupanga chitukuko china chake, I don't think it's good kuti muntu azika ima pansa njimana zora ajagwera sakupanga kena kali konse. No, I think that person should be something else. Koma muntu amene ndi Malawi, I think it's true, can be able to say abanga kujaguti, but whether that translates into people voting for you again, that's up to Malawians.
Queries over NRB register. Central region surpasses estimated 500,000 plus. Bureau backs own figures on NSO stats. Gulinkano imene zibani zamziko muno zibani zandales zikudanda ulonena kuti kuoneka kuti kalembera bungwe limene limachita sakalembera la NRB. Apezo kuoneka kuti ku central region kono kangati anthu amene alembetsa achuluka kwambiri kangati nambala yakwera ndi 12%. Yes. Mpaka na ena amanena kuti bwanji ataunikanso zimenezi nanga simudziwa inu kubwera tudzisankho ndi zochuluka zokamba ochuluka.
That's true. I think the best approach to this issue is that let's just make sure that we have provided more platforms. I mean more options. Okay. Yes. Chipanso cha uzika should not be the only document. Okay. Of course, that's what the law says. Now, that we must admit. Or at DBB, I think they should be able to know that that's what the law says now. And bungwe la loyendesa chisankho la Malawi Electoral Commission, it's limited. It's really limited in the way it can make adjustments, because they do not go. AMEC don't go to Parliament. They can't. They are too small to change the law. It's the parliamentarians. So these guys, like among presidents, they should know that. But I think it doesn't harm to provide more room for people to exercise their right. In the end, I'll be surprised to see the government paying a blind eye to this, because I always refer to what happened in 2020 when the High Court nullified the presidential election of 2019. You see, there were no advancement of thoughts to say, or thoughts, either facts or what, that were put in the judgment when it was being delivered, that suggested that there was kubera chisango or rigging. Okay, the first presidential elections of 2020 were ordered on the basis that there were irregularities in the 2019 elections, and to achieve people's confidence in the results of the elections, it's better people go back and vote again. So these things in Nemakonda Ugamba, I know really, and when especially amenali ruling and so on and so forth, they would want to give a blind eye to this. But if people start speaking now, these can really affect the credibility of the results.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not the credibility of the election. The credibility of the results of the election. Because election management, MEC can do its best. Okay? Yeah. Make sure we have,
we know chiri yourself.
Komano marizata jakabwira. These figures is mena zukambira basi. These are going to be some stepping stones for people who are going to lose. Okay? So to make sure that there is that balance, it's good to just say, okay, let's use passports, let's use chipasoja. The core mandate should be should make sure that these things are guzimba, and they should make necessary changes. When we are sure, very much sure, that every person has got easy access
to chipasoja.
Okay, because there is no easy access to chipasoja. To say the truth, in Munyamonge movide pa ujeni pa area 3, mugaona chigulu chimwe chimakhala pamene bobo. It's as the same as muntu mumuza zote there is easy access to my passport. My passport are being issued. They are being issued, but it doesn't mean that there is easy access. Yeah. So until it is that stage, we can say let's do that, but it's up to parliamentarians to change the law. Yes.
16.
Yes.
A
day like today next year, we'll be going to vote. So we have exactly 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah. Mama panobale tsungarelolo amahawi kuzakala antu agubira ukavota.
So in the pano antu campaign azikala nditu autamanga.
In fact, the president yesterday went out to a mere political rally.
Yes.
There was nothing like a developmental rally. It was a political rally. Yes. Okay, so yesterday was a mere political rally. So Zayambika, if the president wanjitazmenezo, ndekuti no sobano zinthu zija Zayambika anthu amene amona ngati kuti imwakuti kuti azanunkira zili pampuno. Hungry children cannot excel in school. Save the Children has reiterated the importance of ensuring that children have access to sufficient food to enable them to pursue their education without the burden of hunger. Senior Area Operations Manager for the Save the Children, Steve Kantimalega, made these remarks at a children's parliament session in Salima district. Kantimalega said when families have enough food, children can attend school without difficulties.
I'll go straight to the business. It says BHL to raise 62 billion kwacha for hotel project, to issue a rights offer to complete construction. Luntha Hotel Limited, owners of a Pretoria Hotel by Marriott in Blantyre, has unveiled plans to raise 62 billion kwacha through rights offer to complete the construction of the Lilongwe Hotel project on time. The 4-star 180-bed Golf Estate Hotel, situated on the Lilongwe Golf Club course, are expected to be completed by August next year. It is projected to enhance the capital cities. Okay.
No, tikamamba zimenezo ife timafuna kuti zizichitika because we need such structures. Kwa chikali njama stories angati?
Akuti 180.
Oh yeah, looms.
Yeah.
I don't know how many stories.
Yeah, but mukamadutsa Lilongwe Golf Club mumaona ndikuti
pakuchitika chinthu china chake. Chikale chabwino ngoma. Chikale chabwino. This is the capital city.
Ndimanena kuti akukonzera nseu bridge yatwe. Now muone zikazatha zimwe zija. Zizaoneka bwino koma now you look at my building it's something that but manga panopa tikonera ndisime mukunena.
Of course someone argued, but I will not say the argument today because yeah, but the argument to me it was kind of making sense. I don't know funsa kuti kodi mukati mashop my building dizimanga 3 stories 4 stories who is going to be renting in the 4 stories? Amalawi mitu yatu tina we are so grounded
kuti tikafike pamwamba
right ine ndifanga gule jeze floor number 4 people will not go there. And so people will not rent. So somebody was saying that, but I took that as an argument of someone who don't want to to be doing that. And the Cotton Council seeks financial boost. The Cotton Council of Malawi has reiterated the need for adequate financial support to meet the growing local and international demand for cotton. Malawi has a ginning capacity of 300,000 metric tons, but over the past 5 years has only managed to produce an average of 20,000 metric tons annually. Even more concerning production levels have dipped even lower to below 10,000 metric tons over the past 2 years, which is said to have had far-reaching consequences for the industry. Come on. Kuri tonje lisia kuri zova zwe pavala sama pangira kwezi.
Kwambiri.
And so
that's why it was amanena kuti okay it would be good if timapanga tonje konkuno titakhala ndi mafactory chani
nanga mwene ndani savuna kuvala
aliyese amavala.
In fact the hierarchy of needs, the clothes is the basic. So I don't know. Tipite ku arts and culture
amene kuoneka kuti bungwe lakosoma nditu lavanga dispace 115 million grants and nditu Copyright Society of Malawi Kosoma through the Copyright Fund on Friday dispersed 115 million kwacha to 15 beneficiaries in the 4th call fund application. Speaking in Lilongwe during the disbursement, Copyright Fund chairperson Christopher Magomero said they have reduced the number of grants but increased the amount. Okay. And around my proposal 110 nditu but they selected 15. Down at Green and 10 million.
This guy Ty Green, I think he understands the music business.
Yeah, already.
And I remember sometime I was not necessarily, but you make sure that he pushes himself to be at a place where he can be getting
something
big money.
Actually, entire again the many mugawa no ma black saja kuti mumve edzulolo ndoti mtumba wachitika kena kake angasaja ekuti mumve ati amapeka ti nyimbo zimakhala kuti basi ndekuti office yawe kuti ndizijana kuyankhani nthawi ina kasaonena kuti anthu kodiwe abwere awa waimbira kuti ine already ndimadyetsa banja langa
actually Skefa Jimoto also said the same. You know, yesterday Skefa Jimoto has publicly announced that you are Ndale and is doing that to MCP. But he had to make it clear, could I have done this because of my people?
Yeah.
Atrambandifusa. And he even mentioned the objective. Person can over.
Yeah. And then what we know
yes, and he even say my objective is so take. I mean, you know, that's what someone must be that sounding and straight to the point. I think we should go to the back page. I do not have it.
Nomads Chitipa buzzing. Wanderers in the two one yawina. I mean so Chitipa and the KB yawina and the Chitipa 2-0 and the 2. Yeah, many zaindela masewe.
And it's the same story here, and there is of course another story. Paralympics body ends global recognition and BT golfers feast on neutral Tony. That's what we had time for here on Luntha Television's press review on Monday, September 16, 2020. The Daily Times is going at 2000 and so too with
The Nation
newspaper. You've been with me, Robert Edward, and my colleague
Emmanuel George.
Keep on watching Luntha Television.